Hey guys, Gertie here. We're going to be starting a new series, Avorion, or Avorion, however you want to say it. I picked this up on the Steam sale. I got it for about $14.99 USD. I've had it on my wish list for a little bit, just kind of keeping an eye on it. The modular shipbuilding and just kind of putting stuff together really caught my eye. So I said, why not? Let's go and pick it up. And so we're going to be starting a new series. It's going to be kind of like a learn with me type series. I put about 5 hours in the game. I streamed about an hour of it, which is roughly the tutorial. Spoilers here, we're going to be doing the tutorial again. It's got a steep learning curve. I really do like it though. It's procedurally generated. The map is huge. It not only has single player, but multiplayer as well. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So as you see, I do have my solo play here. We're going to create a new world. We do have 4 options here. We have normal, which is the brand new default mode for Avorion, because this is 2.0. So the research I've looked at, you have Avorion, then Avorion 2.0. And so that's what we're going to be running today is 2.0. So you start as nobody at the edge of the galaxy, and you gradually develop your technology, prove yourself and your work, and work your way up to a fleet commander. And so that's normal mode. You got creative, which is self-explanatory. Classic, full building knowledge is unlocked from the start for a more sandboxy experience. And then you have free play, which you just customize it however you want. We're going to stick to just normal. That's kind of all I know right now. Once we get into it a little bit more, we'll probably branch out and go to the other modes here, but let's go ahead and click next on that. Now the modes, I honestly kind of just expected like easy, normal, and hard, but no, you have beginner through insane. So with normal, that's what we're going to go with. Enemy strength is balanced for a fun challenge. You should be able to take on pirate groups of 3 or less by yourself. And when meeting new AI factions, initial standings will be slightly better than usual. Recommended difficulty for your first playthrough, but we can change it at any time. Except for when you go down here, it does state you can change the difficulty at any time, but once you switch down to expert, there's no going back. So this might be something in the future if we, really get into it. We may click a harder difficulty and go with that. But for right now, let's just go with normal. And so, of course, you can name your galaxy. I take forever on these things, so I'm going to be super simple here. We're just going to say Avorion. Instead of let's play, invalid characters. Instead of let's play, let's do let's learn. Now the seed, I wish they had a button here to just kind of click and generate through them, but we don't have that option. So we're just going to go with that one. If you want to play along with me as well, I will go ahead and pause for a second so you can write this down. You have a pause button as well, so you can take longer than that. Now, the collision damage, we're going to keep it full, and we're going to do the tutorial again, just because it is needed. It does very well at explaining what to do and how to play this game, but each time that I go through it, which I think this will be the 3rd time, I kind of learn something a little bit new and kind of get more of a feel for it. So let's go ahead and start it. Please note, this starts a single-player server on your computer and connects to it. The server is private. Okay, so we're not going to play online. That's fine. We do have the option to play multiplayer, so that's real interesting, especially for something like this, because you build it block by block, which you'll see here. The initial setup always takes a little bit longer, because it is setting up that server and allowing you to connect to it as well. Well, I say that. Don't tell me it crashed. Just kidding. Alright, let's go ahead and press the spacebar to continue. Man, I'm telling you, like, once you get into this game, it's so easy to lose yourself in it. And the soundtrack is absolutely beautiful. Like, let's just listen to that. It's so calming. But if you didn't notice, we are now looking at our ship. So I don't know what the little spiky things at the bottom is, but it looks cool. So it kind of looks like we're a cargo freight, like a freighter, a space freighter. You will use your mouse to use the UI, select things, hold left shift, which I believe you can change it to make it a little bit more, you know, ergonomical for you, to release your mouse pointer and click away the message. Now we're going to hold W to move forward and hold S to fly backwards. Okay. So now let's fly backwards. Very slowly will we fly backwards. More like scooting backwards. Letting go of W or S will cause your thrusters to slow down your ship. Pressing S will not make you brake faster. Okay. And then we have to hold left shift and continue again. Here you go. You can see your current speed. Okay. Blue means you're flying in the direction your ship is looking. Orange means you're flying in the opposite direction. Okay. So we're going forward and it's blue. Now if we turn around, that's okay. Let's go ahead and get here and then there we go. Now it's orange. Okay. Okay. Slow down. Thank you. So we can hold W and space to boost. Okay, now we're tapping S. Holding S doesn't. If we read it correctly, we know that holding S does not make us brake faster. So how many times do we have to do that? Okay. Boosting requires more and more energy. If you use up too much of your energy for boosting, other systems in your ship won't receive any more energy and might fail. Okay, so we have to. It's kind of like an energy management thing. So we have our. Let's click this way. So we have a battery here, and then this little green bar here is a surplus energy. Here you can see your energy reserves. If they're depleted, your ship won't be able to do much until they've recharged. Okay, that makes sense. To get a fast-flying ship to a complete standstill, you will have to turn your ship so it's facing the opposite direction and boost. Okay, so that's kind of like what I did earlier. That is particularly important for larger ships with more mass. If you need help finding the correct angle, you can activate the retrograde marker in the game options. And then use A and D to strafe left and right. Okay. E and Q to go up and down. And then Z and X to roll it. Oh man, that always messes with me. Especially if you're around one of the, where did it go? We flew away pretty fast. I guess that was it? No? There it is. But if you're next to one of those and you start, you know, rolling like this, it gets a little, makes you a little wobbly. Now you know how to steer your ship, it's time to gather some resources. Resources are used to build ships and can be sold for credits at resource depots. An asteroid has been highlighted. Use the middle mouse button to select the asteroid. Okay. Oh, cool. If you look in the bottom right, you can see the distance, excuse me, the distance and the type of asteroid. So let's fly to it. Mine its resources by holding left mouse to use your mining lasers. Your target is in range when your aiming circles turn green. And those are those little blue circles in front of our ship that we're slowly moving right now. Okay, we're hauling. We are going quick. Okay, let's go ahead and slow down. Now they turn from blue to green. Let's go ahead and mine this real quick. And if you notice in the bottom right, whenever we are mining it, it actually disappears from the display too. I love that, and I think that's such a cool feature. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay. Oh, it's moving with a box. I was about to say, is it just constantly populating? Mine 1,500 iron. Asteroids with bright spots are rich in resources. Asteroids without have no resources. Okay. So I'm assuming like that one has no resources, but this one and this one do. Is there any ones that we have are closer to us? So that's 4.8. That's 513. 47. Okay, so technically that one's closer. So let's go ahead and go there. Woo! Our ship was upside down and all around. So you don't really have to use our boost right now. The thrusters kind of are doing work for us. So let's go ahead and let off of that so we don't slam into it. There is damage if you slam into these asteroids, which we will most likely see a lot of. So let's go ahead and mine this one real quick. Ooh, this one's a little bit slower than the other one. How much did we get? 157 out of that one? It kind of tells you in the bottom right there how much you have and how much that you're collecting. Now, one night I was playing this just for about an hour. It was late at night, and I was just listening to the soundtrack and just mining away. And I just opened my eyes. Next thing I know, I'm just shooting off like this, and I wasn't mining anything. I just fell asleep in my chair. Just how relaxing that soundtrack is. Okay, we have a new mission. Did we already get? Oh, we did get it. Okay. You have received a mission. To look at your mission, open the player menu by clicking on this button. Okay, or we can click P. So in the missions tab, here your current missions will be listed. Select the new mission to get a more detailed description. Okay, and then we can track it to make sure it's on the screen at all times over here. And now we can close it. So let's kind of see if there's anything here. We can see what we're doing here. So you received an emergency call. Help the poor soul out. Add armed turrets to your ship. Now that's what I'm liking to hear. This shows your current tracked mission. As you don't know, as you don't know what you have to expect, you should prepare your ship for a fight. Okay. Now we're going to open the building mode by clicking the building mode button, or B, and we can exchange our mining equipment for military turrets. So I'm going to click B, and then this is our building area. So I think right here, oh no, it doesn't give us the option yet. I believe you can click that and it actually takes you out of the gray box. I find having the space behind you and seeing everything moving makes it feel a little bit more realistic in the immersions there. But back to the tutorial. We'll get to that soon. This is the building mode where you can modify your ship. We can hold the right mouse button to turn the camera. And also you don't have to hold shift in here to let go of your cursor, it just automatically does that. Now we can select the mining lasers on our ship, and I'm moving in by the mouse button, scrolling forward. So we can middle click that and then hit the delete button, and it will not destroy them, but put them in our inventory. And then we can click over here and then select 3 chain gun turrets. 3. It's kind of neat. 3 of them. To your ship by placing them on your ship with the left mouse. So we're gonna look over here, and it's the chain gun. Okay, so we're gonna click that, click the X, and then just place them where our mining lasers were. So now we can just place this one. I guess the best bet, we could do it in the middle. Oh, wait a second. We can't build the 3rd turret because our ship currently only supports 2 at the same time. The amount of turrets can be increased by adding subsystems. Now we're going to open the ship menu, which is I, and then it will give us the subsystems right here. Now this is a turret control subsystem AI TCS, or not TCS, probably TC5-3. So it's it allows us to have more than one, or no, let me rephrase it. It allows us to add +1 turrets to our ship. So we're going to click that by right clicking and then installing it, and then installed it there. So now what we can do is that allowed us to have the option to put 3 turrets. And so our ship is now ready to answer the emergency call. We're going to hit escape. And now we're going to open the map. So again, we can hit left shift and hold it and then click this, or we can hit M. Now the galaxy map shows all sectors that can be visited. The blue outline shows how far you can jump, like our hyper jump. And then we can use the mouse wheel to zoom, and holding the the right mouse button allows us to move around. So this is what really got me. Whenever I look down here, you can see one square. And that one square is of other squares in a bigger square. And then if you zoom out, that one square is within other squares in a bigger square. And so we started over here, but we have this whole map that we can go into, and that has just absolutely a massive amount of exploration. So as you can see, as I said earlier, it's easy to get lost in this game. So we're going to go ahead and just zoom in here. And then it says the emergency call came from the sector marked with an exclamation mark. Start by selecting the highlighted sector with the left mouse. Okay. Now click on the sector with the right mouse to open sector menu and select enter coordinates into navigation computer. So that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to close the map. And then it says calculating jump route to -301,333. Please stand by. Jump route calculated. Okay, so where's it at? Okay, so if you look right there up at the top, it has a little triangle. It's going to tell us where we're going. And so we're going to turn it here to face it. Now we're going to boost the direction, and it's going to charge our hyperspace engine. So we're going to go ahead and get up to max speed. We're going to press and hold space, and it's going to charge it, and then poof. We exploded. Just kidding. We hyper jumped. So a ship is under attack. Help by fighting off the pirates. Indicators tell you about the relations of others. To get more information about them, select the ship with the middle mouse button. So we're going to select that. And it says Bandit. Ship Fidsi. The Sabibna Pirates. Hostile, and they're at war. Okay. Now we can move the camera independently by holding the right mouse button. Now while we do this, we can also zoom in for perfect aim. Okay, well that's pretty neat. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're not within range. At least I don't think so yet. We're definitely not in range. So let's go ahead, get a little closer here so we can help them out. And as soon as we get close enough and they're green, we're going to lay into them. You're not going to take down our friend, buddy. You're going into the ground. Now they just exploded. So, oh, we got another one here. We're going to go ahead and zoom in here. We're within. Oh, looks like our buddy took care. Oh, no, he did not take care of it. False alarm. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Zoom right up in there. And we're just going to take them down. Well, it'd help if we actually hit him. Okay, we're going to take off of that, and we're just going to lay into him. Now, the bandit's running away from us. No, you're not. You're going to explode. You're going to blow up. You do damage to my friend, we're going to do damage to you. Okovaku, the adventure. Thank you so much for your help. You came just at the right moment. Nah, no problem, man. That's what we're here for. My ship is damaged. We should get out of here immediately. There might be more pirates around. Well, alright, let's go. Damn, my hyperspace engine seems to be jammed. Okay, well, I mean, we just got here, okay? A few kicks should do it. But my scanner shows more ships incoming. Oh no. Does that mean we gotta fight some more? I guess we'll have to fight first. Okay, well, you know what? You read my mind. We're ready. Where you at? There you are. We're gonna take him down. Just like your buddies there. Okay, so it's the same bandits. Okay, so we're gonna get right there, and I'm not afraid to get up in your grill, man. Lasering them down. Kind of lead it here, and boom, one down. All right, gonna select that one. I wonder if we can zoom in. Up! Come here, buddy. Let's not do that. Okay, there we go. It looks like we picked up an object there. We'll look at that soon. Let me take this guy down. Oh. Okay. Oh, no. Don't worry, getting destroyed is part of the game. So my ship is destroyed. All right. So set point of defense cannons to the mode defend to have them prefer torpedoes over fighters and fighters over other ships. Okay, it's pretty helpful hint. Okay, so we look a little bit different. Safe to say this is not the ship that we just had. You're placed into a drone to keep your current money, and keep your current money and resources. That's why experienced players never invest all their resources in a single ship. All right. I'm so sorry. I was desperate when I called for help. It's okay, man. That's what we're here for. Space is vast. So if you can get a hold of anyone, I would do the same thing. I didn't think the one that came to my rescue was going to come in such a small ship. I was proud of my ship, man. Okay, I liked it. I thought it was big enough. Are you all right? It's your fault I lost my ship. Nah, we're not that protected. Yeah, I'll be fine. But I'm sure you had a reconstruction kit. I didn't check my inventory. Probably. I would think so. I mean, we're an adventure. Oh no, that's bad then. Yeah, I mean, you called my ship small, so I'm not going to tell you what I had on board, okay? What if you're some pirate? Yeah, it's bad. Reconstruction kits can be purchased at a repair dock. And they allow you to reconstruct your ship anywhere in case it gets destroyed. Okay, that's good news. It's an alternative. As an alternative, they also allow or will tow your ship, but that's more expensive. Okay, so what do I do now? Let me make it up to you. All right, like where this is going. Sadly, I had to give all my money to those pirates so that they would let me go. Okay, as pirates do. So I can't pay for them to tow your ship, but I'll think of something. Well, I mean, are you sure? Yes, I insist. I'll get you the ship back. In the meantime, how about I tell you how to build your own ship from scratch? Yeah. We're gonna go bigger and better. So how do we do that? With this ship, or with this building knowledge, you can start using iron for ship building. You'll have to read it first. All right, thanks. Looks over in the right, we got an exotic here. Building knowledge tier 1. Then you're gonna have to found a ship. The founding fee will be 500 iron. Well, luckily we got 1500. As you see up here in the top left, tells us how much money we have and all of our credits. Iron, titanium, nanite, trinium. Okay. So after we pay that, you will just need to think of a good name. Good luck. Well, thank you. So let's see here. We're going to open that or hit P. Now we're going to double click this to learn it. It tells us it's an iron material, 4 subsystem sockets. It's bound to us. Unlocks building with new material, increases buildable ship size. Okay, so I'm guessing the 12.5 is how much money you can sell it for. So we're going to double click that. Okay, now we've unlocked the ability to build iron blocks. So we're going to click the found ship button, and we're going to name our first ship. I'm real bad about that. So how about we do Alpha 1? So original, am I right? Okay, so we're going to click OK, and now we're just a block. I don't know why, but this gives me real big Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy feel. Okay, so let's go hit B, and that'll take us to our building mode again. So it's like we've been here before, right? And so welcome back to building mode. Here you can build, modify, and arm your ships. All right. So to fly forward, we're going to need an engine to add one of these to our ships. Okay, so these arrows are very important as to where we place our stuff. So let's go ahead and we're going to click this or hit 2, and that gives us an engine. So what we'll do, if we hit, I think it's shift, it will match the block there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Shift and click. And now to the top left of the corner, you can see how much of the material you're on, which we just went over that. So keep an eye on this though. It depletes a lot faster than what you think. So now that your ship can go forward, it needs to be able to turn too. Build enough thrusters to turn your ship in each direction. Okay, so now we got these. I think what we'll do is, since we have the engine right here, we'll put a thruster on this side here. We'll do one here, at the bottom, and at the top. That way we have a full 360 there. Now this is an overview of our ship's properties. If the stats are red, it means that your ship has some problems and that you'll need to address it right away. If the stats are yellow, the ship could definitely benefit from improvement. So our acceleration and max velocity right now is what we need to kind of improve on. So now you need to build some housing for your future crew. Make sure you have enough room for at least 10 people. Okay. So my question is, well, hold on a second. Now we should build some housing for your future crew. Now we can scale the blocks with W. So up, down. Okay. Now what I just did is I hit S, and it allows us to go up and down. If I hit A, we can go left and right. And so W is just kind of all around. If I'm not mistaken, if you hit D, you can just go out. You can make the block deeper, thinner, however you want to go with that. So right now we need to get a crew established here. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll kind of match the block on the front there and do that. So when we added that, it tells you in the top right there, +2 crew. So if we add another one of those, or if we just hit this and delete and then make the block bigger, it now adds 4 crew instead of 2. So let's go ahead. We're going to add one of those. We need to have it for at least 10 people. So let's hit... there we go. There we go. That's just enough right there. Now we can build more than cubes. There are all kinds of shapes to build your ship. So let's start with an edge. Okay. To rotate the selected block, we're going to hold R and click the arrows. So if we do that, it rotates it. Okay, that's neat. Let's put it there. And... oh, nope, wrong way. Didn't want to do that. Oh, nope, yep, we are not doing it the way we want to. There we go. Okay. So that looks kind of like the... there we go. Let's just add one more. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Here we can find all kinds of tools to make building your ship easier, mirroring, snapping blocks to the grid, and merging, to name a few. Okay. So there we go. Silhouette settings? Ah, that is cool. Sorry, I did not see that in the previous tutorial. Okay, so we're going to open the blocks window to see all the blocks that we have available for building. So as you can see here, there's quite a few blocks. Each block has a different property. For each different shapes, check out the blocks types with the plus sign. So we get different... if it has a plus sign, that means you can add these types of corners and edges, but if it doesn't, it's just a square or rectangle, whichever you want. So let's go ahead and click continue. There are functional and non-functional blocks. Functional blocks will increase your ship's processing power, and then we're going to close it to once we're done looking around. So if we look here, it's going to show a little bit of a soft glow. we'll add that in a second here. With more processing power, you unlock more subsystem sockets. However, processing power is limited by building knowledge. Okay, and the building knowledge is what we had to allow us to build with iron. With your current building knowledge, you can build up to a processing power of 800 with 4 subsystem sockets. But even the maximum processing power is reached, you can still build non-functional blocks like a hull, armor, and solar panels. We can delete a block if we just right-click that and hit the delete button or delete, and then we can undo it by Control-C or clicking these buttons. So now all the necessities are covered, increasing your ship size until it gets over 300 HP. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is keep those there. We're going to click this, and we're going to look for armor. So we're going to click that, and we do have the option to make different types of shapes. So I'm going to take this edge. We're going to hit R, rotate it, and rotate it one more time. Well, it's not exact. That was not what I was looking for. Okay, so there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So it's a little bit difficult here to kind of, there we go, line it up the way we want to. Okay, so we're at 182. Now we could do this and kind of have it back like that. Ooh, that's kind of neat looking. Okay, so let's do that. Now we're at 242. We need to be at 300. So let's add, just do an actual, take that. Now it's not the coolest looking ship, but it'll get us there. So we can open the save designs. This is actually something that's really cool. There is a workshop in here. So you're able to look at like workshop ship designs and stuff like that, and download them. And then once you do that, you can just click it and it just applies ship design. And then you can have, it tells you how much it's going to cost. But you can bring in the ships and kind of, you know, go around the galaxy if you don't feel like building. So I think that's a pretty neat addition that they have here. So as it says here, it does list all your ship blueprints, both those built by yourself and designs that you have subscribed to in the Steam Workshop. Now our ship is ready. So once we're done building, we're going to hit B and continue to move. So I kind of want this to be a different color. So let's click that, kind of like that turquoise. And if you just click it, it changes the color for you. So we're going to do this. We're going to hide. We're going to change that to be a different color. We can do that, or we can just click and drag. Make it a little bit easier for us. Now, oh, well, not the color I wanted. I think we're going to do that just to be red. I do like both of those colors together. So let's see how well our ship does. Our ship that, oh. Okay, I don't know why there's just a random block there. You have changed the dimensions of the ship. The camera perspective might have also changed. You can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. You can also move the camera left to the left, to the right, up, down. All we have to do is hold Alt and move the mouse. And then to reset the camera, we just hold Alt with without moving the mouse. So if we just hold Alt, oh, okay, the Venture wants to talk to us again. Hi there, you built yourself a new ship. Good job. It's definitely not as good as my old ship. I'm so sorry. I'll get you a new ship back. Your ship back. I promise. Well, I hope so, man. We put a lot of time, effort, and we just clicked a button and started the game. You're gonna have to hire some crew. Most stations have unemployed crew members, just waiting for somebody who wants to hire them. You should check it out. Okay, how can I do this? You will have to dock to the station. You can either do that by manually or flying to one of the landing strips of the station to request them to pull you in with a tractor beam. Okay. The landing strips are straight lines of lights leading to the station. Okay, I think I'll try that. Oh, one more thing. Oh no, what? You should be on the lookout for some titanium asteroids. They're the ones with a different shape and white spots. Titanium. Okay. Yes, it's amazing. It's light, more durable than iron, and supports antimatter technology, so you can build energy generators out of it. That's kind of neat. I'll be gone for now. I have some affairs of my own to take care of, but I'll check with you soon. It's kind of bold of you to like get our ship destroyed and then just say, see you later. All right, well, see ya. So we're going to look at this and press F. And then it gives us a message. Good day. You're speaking to the automated interaction system of the resource depot at Smigra. What do you need? Well, we want to hire some crew. So we're going to hire 10 vanilla. I'm guessing they're just named vanilla because they don't have any specialties like the gunners, pilots, security, etc. So we're going to drag this up to 10. And it's going to cost us 3.2. So we're going to click that. Now we're going to close that, and now our crew has not been properly assigned to their task yet. You can assign the jobs in the crew tab. Enter the ship menu and the crew tab now. So if we click I, there we go. This is the crew tab. In the top row, you see the crew that you just hired. So we have 10 of them. Assign enough engineers to fulfill the crew requirements, which is 1, and the mechanics as well. And as we can see, the assign button did not deactivate when you had enough people assigned. Try what happens if you assign more than the needed amount. So it actually gives you extra. And so we'll go ahead and put both of these at 200%. We'll still have some leftover crew. And if we don't want to manually assign our crew every time, we can just have them done automatically. It may not be the best solution, but it'll keep your ship in good shape. So we can just do that, just for tutorial's sake, and click X. Now we can always switch our drone, which is going to be the mark button in the top right corner. Try it now. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's T. No, it's not T. Okay, so yeah, it's not T, but if we click that, our little drone can collect resources and do hyperspace jumps like a ship. It's used for scouting and collecting resources when your main ship is too badly damaged. Or you're like me in my solo play, and you got way too excited about titanium and used it all, and so now your ship doesn't have any engines and you're sitting there doing nothing. So, helpful hint, make sure you watch your inventory. So let's go ahead and continue. Now re-enter your ship by flying near it and pressing T to enter it. See, now this thing looks a lot cooler than that little build menu. So we're gonna hit T. Okay, now last but not least, the Avorion Encyclopedia. You can open it from the player menu. So this menu right here by P. If you want to know something about the game, or you forgot how something works, you can look it up here. And then congratulations, we finished this tutorial, and best of luck on our journey. Thank you. So this is actually real helpful. I know obviously because it's encyclopedia, but the cool thing is they put in the search bar. So if we wanted to do titanium, we can click that and it tells us more about that. And obviously if we wanted to do like energy, then let's see, energy. Anything dealing with energy pops up too. And so upgrades, travel hub, it's super helpful. So now it looks like we do have some unread mail. Thank you. Hello. Thanks again for your help with those pirates. You should explore the galaxy on your own and use your newly learned skills to improve your ship. If I were you, I'd get my hands on some titanium, like I said before. Remember to visit colonized sectors every now and then to keep up to date what's going on in the galaxy. I'm sure we'll meet again sometimes. Greetings. And this guy gave us 2 chain guns, 2 mining lasers, and a subsystem. All right, I think we'll take it all, delete that, and forget we knew you. You got our ship destroyed, man. Okay, so far, if we hit B, we can add some lasers here. Well, hold on a second. Let's hit I first. Let's go to our subsystems, our processing power. Okay. So we do get this, though, which is a detector. It gives detection range. It's able to detect claimable asteroids, flight recorders, and wreckage. It displays a notification when interesting items are detected. So we're actually going to install that first. The turrets are nice. I mean, we would like it, but right now we're just kind of mining. So let's go ahead and put a laser just right on top here. And then we'll go from there. I mean, once we build up our ship, then we'll think about adding a little bit more. So we do not have enough crew members for the mining turrets, and then our ship is also very weak. So you do get some helpful hints up here. It tells you that valuable objects are detected. That's from the scanner we just put on there. And so we have that on there. I think we can color that too. Oh, nope. Do not want that. Are we able to color the... Oh, nope, we can't. Okay, that's fine. So I think what we'll do is actually delete these and add more powerful thrusters on the side. Nope, that's not what we're trying to go for here. We need to make sure it's taller. There we go. 2 by 2 by 2. That's what we want there, okay? And we're just going to kind of do that on top here, because that's going to give us a good little... We're good. We're in the blue, okay? We're good. It kind of looks like a turkey, just with a very small head. So, okay. So we need to go back here. Not to that, but to our... Is it ship menu, was it? Yeah, and our crew. And now we need to add miners. So we're gonna take that down. We're gonna add 2 there, and then be done. So we'll actually add... No, that's a little bit too much. There we go. Okay. So now if we hit escape, we should have a little bit better control of us moving around, because earlier whenever I was going and I stopped, it took forever to stop. So it does state here that there was some valuables around our area. So we'll be keeping a lookout for that. So let's go over here and see how powerful this little mining laser is. So if we go up and we let go, we should slow down a lot faster. Mobile planetary merchant Xir is here. I'll be offering my services here for the next 15 minutes. Best merchandise in the quadrant. So that's what's cool about this. There are just random events that happen, which we'll get into a little bit more here. But I think we're going to mine this real quick. Oh yeah, that's a lot quicker than what we were mining with. I don't know what we had on our previous ship, but I'm all right with this. And if I'm not mistaken, whenever you destroy the middle of it, yeah, they just kind of move independently, which is real neat here. So let's go ahead and clean this up real quick. Take a look and detail where we're at and what we're doing. Get this here. All right, make sure we get every bit of that. Okay. So it looks like we're near the shipyard, valuables detected, and of course our ship is weak. But I think that is going to be the end of the first episode. Next episode, we'll probably start tackling on building our ship a little bit more than what we had here. It's pretty nice, but I think we can do better. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and exit out of here. Don't forget, guys. I really appreciate you being here. It's wonderful to see you guys just being here and enjoying the content that I put out here. It's not possible if it wasn't for you guys, to be honest. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to check out my Twitch. I'll have the link down below. My Discord as well. We do have a very friendly community, always looking to grow. We're here to have a good time, a fun time, and a long time. But don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and let me know what you thought of the video. I really appreciate you guys being here. Y'all have a good night, and see ya.